OpenAI has developed another chatbot called Sage AI. It's a very wonderful AI tool that operates virtually similar to ChatGPT, if not even better than ChatGPT. I found it to be an extraordinary large language model that even uses local language to interact with humans. And the responses are pretty fast and very accurate. I've interacted with it through different kind of prompts that I tried to give it, and I could see the relation it has with ChatGPT. It is recently developed also by OpenAI, and it's based on the GPT 3.5 architecture. Yeah, how it was developed is based on the GPT 3.5, and most of the answers I noticed are completely similar to that of ChatGPT. So it's completely free. You can go ahead and give it a try. And the best website that I try to use it is on Poi. For you to use it on Poi is you just come to your browser and just search Google, and you can say Poi AI. You can just search for Poi AI and you can see it over here, poi.com, fast and helpful AI chats. It houses a range of different kind of AI chatbots that you can find on your own. You can just go ahead and register and log in. You can register with your phone number. Just put in your phone number and you can register with your Google account. If you have a Google account, if you don't have, you can go ahead and register with your Apple account, or you can just go ahead and register with your email and password using this by just clicking on this. And it's just a very easy step-by-step process to get yourself registered. And once you register to Poi, you will be welcome to this very platform. So this is where you will see the range of different chatbots that Poi houses, and it's giving it out for people to try for free. And one of the key advantages I found even using ChatGPT here is the fact that you can use the ChatGPT free of charge without the hiccups that you usually experience while using it on the main ChatGPT platform because of maybe crowd or too many people using the same chatbot at the same time. But over here, you have the opportunity to experience it perfectly. There's no any lagging, there's no any kind of error message or anything. You have the perfect usage, and the answers you have here are even much more organized and well drafted than the other one, even though they are the same responses. But I strongly recommend you try it on Sage, on this Poi platform. You will definitely love your ChatGPT and Sage. So Sage also is one of the platforms, one of the chatbots. You can find it here. There are lots of responses, there are lots of chats that I've just prompted it and it's responded to me perfectly. So let's try by trying one or two things. Over here you can see, just to signify which of the bots you're using. For now, at the moment, I'm using Sage, and you can navigate around and use the other platforms. Like GPT-4 is also available and is incorporated here. If you have the access, you've paid for the subscription, you can have access to the GPT-4, but it's limited access if you want to use the free version. Down here, you can see that you can download the iOS version application of this Poi, and you can have access to all of these platforms, all of these chatbots, and use them accordingly. But for now, for this tutorial, I want to just show you the basics of how to use this very chatbot, to do some very basic prompts and see how we can use it actually. So the first thing that I want to try is, can you give me 5 motivational quotes for my YouTube channel? Can you give me 5 motivational quotes for my YouTube channel? For example, this is just a question, and you can see, just take a look at how fast it's going to respond. No lagging, no any error message. It's going to give you your answer very fast. And you can see, sure, here are 5 motivational quotes that you may find inspiring for YouTube channel. So you can see this is 5, that's numbered, then 5, and I say I hope it's felt helpful. You can see it has given you the option to tell me more. You can ask it more questions or see other related topics. You can just click and you see other related topics that this very chatbot can help you with. Okay, fun stuff, parenting, poetry, writing help, coding help. You can do all that from here. Summaries, advice, management. You can check out all this. And because it is still at the trial stage, you can give them the like or the dislike. If you don't like the answer, you can give them a response. So this is the first thing, okay? How to just send in prompts and see the response. At these 3 dots over here, for any prompt, you have the same option also to like, to dislike, or to copy it to somewhere. For example, if you're working on the docs file or in Google platforms, you can copy the text and just transfer them over there, and then you can share it through other platforms. maybe by taking in links. Okay, you can copy the link and you can share it on other platforms. You can just select and go ahead and share it on other social media platforms. Okay, and you can as well delete this particular response. If you don't like it, you can delete it from here. Okay, the best part is that it remembers all of the conversations you're having with it, and it gives you responses accordingly. So for example, we can just go ahead and say, based on still my YouTube channel, I can ask it to give me three topics related to, give me 3 YouTube ideas on tech products reviews. Sure, here are 3 YouTube ideas for tech product reviews. Top 5 budget smartphones of the year. Smart home tech. Yeah, so this one's smart for home tech. The ultimate gaming laptop showdown. You can see this, it has just given you the top ideas, okay, to work with. But you can ask it to give me more details. Give me more details about topic number 2. So you can say about topic number 2, and you can just say go ahead, and it's just going to recognize that you are talking about the ultimate gaming laptop showdown, and it's going to give you many more points. For example, discuss the latest gaming laptop and compare the gaming laptops, highlight the pros and cons of each. Since you are a review channel, this is how you can approach it. Raise common questions and concerns and provide recommendations. These are very, very interesting outcomes that you can have based on your channel or based on the video you are trying to create. And you can see how fast and fantastic it just quickly create this for you. This is exceptionally next level. So with these ideas, you can create a detailed and engaging tech product review video or gaming laptops that will help your viewers stay informed decision. And one thing I noticed about this is that it is still based on GPT 3.5, ChatGPT 3.5. So it's by default not up to date. It cannot give you up to date information because it is not trained with the latest information or the latest data. So for example, if you want to know whether it can give you up to date information or not, you can just ask it, what is the weather today in Zaria, Nigeria? Yeah, so what is the weather today? So you can see now it's say, I'm sorry, it's an AI language model. I do not have access to real-time information, and it can give you some suggestion to where you can find this similar information, but it's limited also to data that is up to 2021. It can give you the general average. The temperature of Zaria is about 25 to 30 degrees Celsius based on the previous data, but not the current data. And it can give you some suggestion on how and where to find this information. So it all that boils down to you, how you can use it, how you want to actually approach the using of this. And it can give you computer codes. It can write computer codes for you very nicely. So we can just go ahead and prompt it to say that, can you write a simple computer code to solve a quadratic equation? And let's see if it can do that for us. Sure, here's an example of a Python code in quadratic equation to solve a quadratic equation. You can see it has given you the code perfectly. All you need is just when you run this code and enter the values of A, B, and C, it is going to calculate the discriminant and check if the roots are real or complex. So all you need is just to provide the values of A, B, and C and the whole equation. You can just copy this and just go ahead and take it to wherever you have your Python open, and you can run directly and solve your problem. So this is exceptionally next level, and it's really equipped and behaves like similar to ChatGPT, because ChatGPT also, when you give it this kind of prompt, it's going to give you nearly similar answer. So let's give it a try within this, and because we still have ChatGPT just as Stone Pro, so we can give it the same prompt and let's see whether ChatGPT is going to give us a similar answer. You can see sure is a sample Python code, and it has given us even a little bit better because it gives us an example of the equation. Okay, so this is the equation, and then it went on to give us the code as it is. And then one thing that I think ChatGPT is a bit better because it gives us an example. To use this function, you have to provide the ABC values, and then it said, for example, to solve the equation for this equation, okay, it has provided a sample ABC, and you can see the answers over here. It has solved it and it has given you an answer. And if you want to, you can prompt it to give you more details about the step by step on how it uses, but this is the general code that you can use, the general Python code that you can use to paste it over there to solve it. So that's ChatGPT when compared to Sage. Sage is a bit, it didn't give us an example, but it's also step by step. It has given us all we need as regards the code. Next, we'll try to see how we can use it to solve complex mathematical problems. Okay, so let's punch it with this question. There are 24 students in a 7th grade class. They decided to plant birches and roses in the school's backyard. While each girl planted 3 roses, every 3 boys planted 1 birch. By the end of the day, they planted 24 plants. How many birches and roses were planted altogether? So this is the question. So let's see how Sage is going to solve this. Let's G represent the number of girls in the classroom and B number of boys in the classroom. So girls plus boys is this, and you can see. All right, so let's see what's the answer now. What is the answer is what we are after. Okay, so you can see from here, therefore 6 girls and 18 boys in the class. The total number of roses planted is 18. All right, and the total number of birches planted is 6. So there were 18 roses and 6 birches planted in the school backyard. Now let's see the answer. Is this correct or not? And I think, yeah, this is correct because there are 18 roses and 6 birches. Yeah, this is correct. So I think Serge is correct up at this point. Serge is correct with this question. So let's try to prompt ChatGPT with similar question and see if we are going to get the same answer or the same response. So this ChatGPT, we can just paste in the same question, and let's see if it's going to get 6 and 18. Yeah, so you can see it is now solving it. This in a similar pattern but with different parameters. It's changing some of the parameters. And let's see, my target is whether it's going to get the same answer or not. And I think it's already got the same answer because there are 18 roses and 6 birches. Yeah, so this is correct also. So both of them are correct, so which means they have the mathematical aptitude to be able to solve math problem. And you can use it to write different kind of things, different kind of ideas. It all boils down to you on what you have in mind and what you want to use it for. For example, you can ask it to write a complete blog post for you if you want. So you can say, give me a title for a blog post on self-motivation, 5 titles for a blog post on self-motivation. Sure, here are 5 titles. So you can see 10 simple ways to boost your motivation and achieve your goals, how to stay motivated when you feel stuck. You can see 5 habits of highly self-motivated people. You can see these are 5 topics to write a blog post about. So you can go ahead and prompt it and say, can you give me the introduction of the idea topic number 1, and it's going to give you, sure, here is the topic about 10 ways to boost your motivation. So you can see now it is giving you the introduction. Okay, this is the introductory part. Okay, you can see it has just given you the introductory part. You can ask it to write more. Okay, you can see write more, and it's going to show here is an expanded introduction for this particular one. So you can see it is writing more and it's expanding it more, because at this one it has given you 1 paragraph. Now it's giving you more paragraphs. For example, it's now giving you up to 3. Probably it's going to get to 4. I don't know. Yeah, I think 3 is okay. You can see 3 paragraphs is okay, and this at this point is very okay for the introduction. So you can ask it to write the main body and conclusion, maybe in 1,000 words. Okay, can you write the main body and the conclusion in 1,000 words? And let's see if it's going to write. Sure, here's an expanded blog post introduction. So this is the introduction, and I can see very, very nice and very fast, and even the arrangement is what I like the most when compared with the ChatGPT platform. Okay, so you can see the introduction, and this is the body. See clear intention. It has separated it into introduction, body, visualize success, and you can see very, very nicely written. Practice positive self-talk, and you can see it is just giving you content. So it all boils down to you, what you want to find inspiration, what you want to use it for, and how you intend to use it. And it's going to give you everything you need in detail. Even you can see now it is giving you in detail. Okay, take breaks and practice self-care. Break tasks into smaller chunks or thereabouts. You can see it is giving you celebrate small wins. So these are complete blog posts that you can easily copy and just maybe put in 1 or 2 human touch so that the whole idea will not sound like a machine. Even though you can even prompt it to write and make it human-like with some jokes, or make it fun, or at least change the language to something like human-related language, and it's going to give you that point, and it's going to make it that to look like that. So it has given you 10 good points, and it's now writing the conclusion for you. And you can see now it is completely written a complete blog post for you. So writing blog posts or content on the social media or on the internet now becomes very, very easy. It all boils down to you how you want to use it. Even writing projects, you can write complete project for yourself and everything. You can just prompt it and it's going to write for you. So another thing I can do is I can show you is you can use this same Sage AI to write project proposal for a particular project. So for example, if I'm an engineering student and I'm trying to write a project on maybe water tank design using numerical techniques, I can ask it to suggest 3 ideas for me, to suggest a topic, and then give me an overview of the report. So so we can prompt it with something like, can you suggest 3 topics on water tank design for a community using numerical technique. All right, so you can see now I'm just giving it to give me 3 topics to work on water tank design, for example. So here are the 3 topics I've asked. This is optimizing water tank design for a small community using finite element analysis. You can see it is now giving me even the topic will explore finite element analysis, can be used to this, and it has given me a bit of what we should expect. You can see now the next topic it has given us is numerical simulation of water flow in a community tank using computational fluid dynamics. You can see another one, designing a cost-effective elevated water tank for a rural community using numerical techniques. This is exceptionally next level, and you can take in any topic on of your choice based on these recommendations, and you ask it to give you a general overview of the topic. Okay, can you give me maybe let's say we'll take the second one, skeletal of the content of topic 2. Okay, so let's see, you can give us skeletal content, what it should contain, an overview of it. So you can see it is now telling us that it's going to contain an introduction, and this is what you're going to talk about. So you can see it has given us the detail of what the introduction should contain. Okay, and understanding computational fluid dynamics, CFD, is going to be a bit about CFD, defining CFD, discussing the benefits and limitations, and then modeling a community water tank in CFD, and then describe the process of the modeling, analyzing the results. Over here you can see you can discuss how to interpret CFD results, including the details of pressure distribution, velocity profile, CFD results. You can see everything, the inlet and outlet locations, parameters, design parameters, case study. You can talk about case study, provide a case study of simulating water flow in a community water tank using CFD, and discuss the results of simulation, and then the conclusion. That's giving you, this is just an overview of how it is going to be, and you can go ahead and prompt it to give you a detailed literature review, or to give you the introduction in detail, and to give you the subsequent chapters of other different formats, other different section of the content in detail. So it all boils down to you. This Sage is exceptionally next level. It can do virtually many things for you. The last thing I want to show you on how to use this Sage wonderfully is it can translate your language to any language. Okay, it's a multi-language model. You can copy this text, for example, and come over here and say, can you translate this to Chinese? So you can just paste in the text, we just copy and say, can you translate this to Chinese? And you can see perfectly it is translating it to Chinese as it is completely. So this is just next level, because OpenAI has just released ChatGPT, and now it has released the Sage, which is behaving nearly the same as ChatGPT, and even this one with a little bit high capacity, and you can access it here for free. So this tutorial is basically for you to get to be aware that there is Sage in town, and you can use it just the way you are using ChatGPT to do most of your prompting and most of your findings. you feel free to just give it a try and see what you can do with it. And I hope you enjoy this video. You can go ahead and use it to prompt anything of your choice to solve any mathematical problems or related things, to generate any kind of code that you are interested in, and to see how this very AI chatbot can be useful to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you find this useful, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to always hit the subscribe and notification buttons to stay connected to this channel for more and more videos like this. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.